Our first nominee is Justice Thompson of the Crestview Cougars. This junior guard was a human highlight reel as he barely broke a sweat in scoring 30 points in the Cougars' blowout win over Bucyrus in the opening round of the tournament. Justice had an outstanding season, helping Crestview to an overall record of 22-2 and a 13-1 record in the Firelands Conference. He averaged 23 points a game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Justice was a first-team All-District 6 selection, along with being a first-team All-Northwest District selection in Division III. Our second nominee is Grace Walton of the Upper Sandusky Rams. This junior guard scored 20 points in the Rams tournament win over Willard. The Flashes knew she could shoot, but they couldn't stop her as she knocked down 4 threes. Grace was the leading scorer in the N10 this season as she averaged 15 points per game. She was a first-team District 6 selection, a first-team Northwest District selection, and will likely be an All-Ohio selection this coming week. Our third nominee is Julian Washington of the Margaretta Polar Bears. This super sophomore sparked a fourth quarter comeback in the Division III District semifinals against Crestview. Julian scored 24 points and grabbed 7 rebounds in helping his team overcome an 11-point deficit to win this game. The Polar Bears were the district champs and won their regional semifinal game over Worthington Christian. Margaretta fell in the regional finals to OG and Ohio State commit Colin White. Julian averaged over 20 points a game and was a first-team selection in District 6 and in the Northwest District. Our fourth nominee is Brayden Fogle of the Lexington Minutemen. Fogle scored 18 points, all in the second half, grabbed 8 rebounds and blocked 2 shots in Lex's overtime win over Willard in the Division II District semifinals. Brayden was clutch as he buried a corner 3 to put the game into overtime and then hit a contested 15-foot jump shot in the last seconds to win the game for the Minutemen. This sophomore was the Ohio Cardinal Conference Player of the Year, first team District 6, first team Northwest District in Division II. He was a key to Lex's 22-2 season and undefeated OCC championship. Our fifth nominee is Grant Bentley of the Northmor Golden Knights. This senior scored a total of 55 points, grabbed 15 rebounds, and pilfered 8 steals in the Knights sectional final and district semifinal games. In the sectional final, he scored 23 points in the third quarter, and then in their district semifinal game, he scored 17 points in the fourth quarter. Grant was selected as the KMAC Player of the Year, District 11 Division IV Player of the Year, and the Central District Division IV Player of the Year. He averaged 19 points a game, grabbed 5 rebounds, dished out 2 assists, and had a steal and a half a game. He led the Knights to a share of the KMAC title and an appearance in the district finals. Our sixth nominee is Corri Vermilya of the Loudonville Redbirds. Corri scored 48 points in the Redbirds' 2 district games, along with 33 points in their 2 regional wins. And she had a total of 124 points in their school's second trip ever to the state Final Four. Corri was the runner-up to Dee Alexander for Miss Basketball in the state of Ohio. She helped her team to an outstanding record of 26-3 this past season and scored over 2,000 points in her high school career. This first-team All-Ohio candidate will be playing for Ashland University next season. Our seventh nominee is Alex Bruskotter of the Shelby Whippets. Alex scored 27 points, going 5 of 7 from the field and 15 of 16 from the free throw line as the Whippets took down number 1 ranked Lutheran West in the Division II regional finals at Bowling Green State University on Saturday afternoon. Bruskotter was the MOAC Player of the Year, District 6 Player of the Year, Northwest District Player of the Year, and a finalist for Ohio's Mr. Basketball. This Wright State University commit will lead his team to the Division II State Final Four this weekend as Shelby will take on Zanesville-Maysville in the 2 p.m. state semifinal game on Saturday afternoon. Our eighth nominee is Colin White of the Ottawa-Glandorf Titans. Colin scored 26 points and grabbed 11 rebounds in the Titans' regional final win over Margaretta on Saturday night. This is Colin's fourth consecutive trip with his Titan teammates to the state Final Four. He averaged 25 points a game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2.5 steals this year. For his career, he has scored 1,995 points, which is only 5 points away from becoming the first player in OG and Putnam County history to score over 2,000 points. Over his 4-year career, the Titans are 94-15 and have been the state runner-up in Division III the past 2 years. Colin will be a 3-time first-team All-Ohio player and today was selected as the state's Mr. Basketball for this season. He will be taking his talents to The Ohio State University next season. Our 9th nominee is Danielle Cameron of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Danielle scored 19 points, grabbed 7 rebounds, and dished out 3 assists in the Bulldogs' 52-45 win over Springboro in the Division I Girls State Championship game. She also scored 19 points and collected 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals in her team's state semifinal win over Rocky River Magnificant. This is Olmsted Falls' first state championship after placing second in the 2023 state tournament. Olmsted Falls was raining threes in both their games this past weekend as they went 10 of 19 in their semifinal and then made another 10 threes again in the state championship game. And our 10th nominee is Bryn Martin of Springboro. This junior guard scored a Division I state record 38 points in leading Springboro to a 63-54 win over Pickerington Central in the state semifinal game. Bryn shot 13 of 23 from the floor and 13 of 14 from the free throw line. She scored 17 points in the first half and then scored 13 of her team's 17 points in the third quarter. She also grabbed 8 rebounds and had 4 steals. Martin broke the Division I semifinal scoring record of 32 points held by Michelle White of Hudson in 2003 and the Division I tournament record of 34 points held by Jody Roth of Shelby in 1983.